Hey, this is Coach Willie, the holistic trainer, and this is a technique for myofascial release of the outer and the inner calf muscles. To perform this technique, we're going to be using a foam roller and a massage ball. And when we're doing this technique, we want to prioritize massaging the outer portion of our calf and then the inner portion of our calf. To begin, we're going to use the foam roller, which is going to go right below our knee, and the leg that we were massaging, we're going to start by turning the foot out, so I'm hitting the outer portion of my calf. You may want to cross the other leg on top to apply more pressure to the foam roller, but in the beginning, if you already notice that that leg you're massaging is very tight, you can start with your foot on the floor. I'm going to move the roller down my outer calf muscle and then back up to the starting position. And as I move up and down, I want to notice, are there any areas of high tension, any muscles that are knotted up? If I find a spot, I'm going to hold it on that area, taking 5 to 10 slow breaths. After doing it like so, you may want to apply more pressure. To do so, use your hands to push yourself up, and with my hips up off the ground, I'm going to have more pressure into the foam roller. This does take a great deal of shoulder strength, so you can do this in chunks where you move up and down a few times, rest for a moment, adjust, and continue. Again, as I move up and down, I want to notice, are there any areas where a muscle feels knotted or I have a great deal of discomfort in? If I find those spots, hold the roller on that area for 5 to 10 slow breaths. Now I also want to do this for the inner calf muscles. To do so, turn the foot so it's pointing in towards your body and do the same technique. You could start with your other foot on the floor, moving up and down with your hips on the floor as well. Then to apply more pressure, cross your leg over the other one. And if you need more pressure than that, lift your hips up off the floor and move up and down. I also want to do this technique on the lower portion of my calf. You may have noticed I was only going from the knee down to about the middle of my calf muscle. I'm going to do all of the same techniques now for the lower ankle, doing both the outer portion and the inner portion. Now, we do want to notice, is one side more uncomfortable than the other? If you notice that, for example, that the outside portion of your calf has a lot of tension, you found many muscles that were knotted up, spend more time doing that side. If you notice that the inside portion of your calf, there wasn't much discomfort, it's not painful at all to move up and down my entire leg, you don't need to massage that side very much. Or vice versa. If it's the inner portion, spend more time doing that side. In the beginning, the foam roller will likely provide all the benefit you need, but over time, you may not get the same release, or you may find specific muscles that are very tight and it's hard to get into that area. Using a massage ball will allow you to get a deeper release. I can do the same technique as before. Now, since this is a smaller ball, you do need a little bit more balance. If you're going to be lifting your hips up, make sure you feel stable in your shoulders. One important thing when we are doing a release like this is I want to have my hands right below my shoulders. Try not to have your hands too far back or out to the side. It's going to be hard to support your body. Keep your hands close to your body, arms straight. And now when I'm using the ball, I can find those specific areas where I feel a knotted muscle, where I feel a lot of tension, and hold the pressure directly onto the ball. Just as before, you can also cross your other leg to put more pressure into the ball. Do this technique on both sides. To perform this technique, you're going to set a timer for 2 to 5 minutes and do the left side and then the right side. And again, if you notice that one area of a calf muscle has a lot more tension, spend more time doing that side. And this is myofascial release for the outside and inside calf muscles.